Hi everybody, this is Cindy, the jewelry nurse. How's everybody doing out there? All of my jewelry lovers tonight. I am going to do an unjarring. I just finished the two-part announcement on my giveaway. I am taking the opportunity that I don't have to work early tomorrow and knocking out a couple of videos tonight. So this won't be the announcement of my winner of my 200 subscriber. I'm going to, like I said, try and go live when I do that. So I will definitely make that announcement then. I'm going to try and figure that out. I have not done a live video, but I want to be able to chat with y'all, so I want to do that. So don't forget to subscribe on part 1 of my last video. The heading will say 200 subscriber, please comment. So do that and then watch for my live video to make that announcement. I've got this jar here. I've had it for a while, for several months, and used to kill me to not open them right away, but I've got so many now. This one's Goodwill, and I paid $29.95, and this is one of, well, I don't think I paid that much. I think I talked her down to like 23 on this, so I didn't actually pay the 29. They are good at Goodwill that if you offer them a lower price, they will take it most of the time when you offer them less. At least my Goodwill does, and it never hurts to ask. And a couple of things, the last one I forgot to show you. I told you that I would show you, a couple of viewers wanted to see pictures of my cake, so this is the only way I know how to show you right now. This is the one I just finished. It's the mermaid, just a generic mermaid cake. It's done with, seashells are made out of pastillage, which is really similar to gum paste, but it's a formula that I make myself. And then the fish and the mermaid themselves are piped out of royal icing, like a thinned out royal icing. You call it color flow, and then it's just a piping gel on the top, and the rest of it's mostly just piping. I use and then on the side, those are also, the fish are made out of the royal color flow. This was one of the more simpler cakes that I've done recently. And I make Italian or French, or not French, but Italian or Swiss meringue, buttercream frosting. I don't do American buttercream unless somebody specifically asks for it, because it's so sweet and it's basically just either butter or lard and sugar. This was for a baptism. These are some of the more simpler cakes that I do because I don't have the really sophisticated ones on my camera. This was a shortbread cookies I made, like these crosses. They're made out of shortbread cookies, and then the flowers were piped out of royal frosting. I hope you can see that, which is basically a meringue based frosting that hardens, sort of like the you can get them in the grocery store. They're the little hard candies that are dried, like sugar things that are dried onto paper and you peel them off. It's sort of like that, except for I pipe them, and that's what all the piping is on the cross, is the same thing too. But then the rest is the Italian buttercream. Let's see, let me see if I can find one that's a little more. I don't have most of my really sophisticated cakes on here. I usually take them on a bigger camera. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Here's one. This was a wedding cake. That's my daughter in the background helping me. She came in for her brother's wedding. That was her brother's wedding cake. And the flowers on there are made out of gum paste. And let's see, what else did I do? Oh, the silver around it is like a sugar wafer paper, kind of like a rice paper, but it's made out of sugar. It's a wafer paper, and I just cut that out, that little filigree kind of, so to speak, out with one of those punches like you buy to punch holes in paper, but it's a kind of a lace pattern. That's what I use, and then I painted it with a silver paint made for cakes. So let's see, anything else? See if I can find one that is something different. Hold on, let me see. Oh, this was made for Cindy that I work with for her granddaughter's birthday. It's a frozen cake. Normally I would make these little figures out of modeling chocolate, but I really didn't have time. But the icicles, or the big ice shards, are chocolate. They're piped out of white chocolate. Well, I basically just spread white chocolate out on either a countertop or a flat pan and then cut it. The snowflakes, those are piped out of modeling chocolate, and this is like a marshmallow whip sort of, but it's not. I will make like meringue like you would put on a cake or a lemon meringue pie, but I make it really thick and sugary. It's sort of like a marshmallow base, really, is what it is, but it doesn't completely harden like marshmallows. Let me see if I can find anything else. Okay, these are cupcakes that I did for, wait a minute, let me find a better, okay, cupcakes that I did for my husband's office. They are, this is the Wicked Witch here with the house falling on her, basically. That's her boot sticking out. Those are made out of modeling chocolate, and then again the Italian meringue frosting. Maybe one more here I can show you. Okay, here we go. This is a Patrick cake. This was done for my boss's son. Children's cakes really take a lot of time because of the modeling involved. I'm trying to blow that up a little so you can see it better. There you go. Patrick and Gary were made out of modeling chocolate, and basically that's the kind of cakes I do, and that's why, let's see, that is Spider-Man. Oops, Spider-Man. For the other son, he's got twins, and I always have to make them their separate cakes. But yeah, that's Spider-Man, and Spider-Man was also made out of modeling chocolate, and then the web was just piped on. And this is a why can't I think of what you call that? The glaze. It's a mirror glaze. The cake itself is covered in mirror glaze. But anyways, there you go. That's the kind of cakes I made, and that's kind of why I'm backing off on them, because it's a lot of work and I'm on my feet a lot, and it just takes too much time. I just don't have the time to do it anymore, and you know, people don't like paying for those kind of cakes, so they don't want to pay you what they're worth, and they are worth a lot of time. So I wanted to show you that the necklace board that my husband made for me, I'll show you how it works here in a minute. This I just put on there to hang earrings from, but I'll show you how that works when I get a piece of jewelry to hang on it. But yeah, very nice. He did this for me over the weekend, because I'm always complaining about not having something to photograph my necklaces on. So you can do bracelets, and you can hang earrings, and you can do necklaces on here, and different links. It has the things back here that you catch it on there and then drape it over the front. So I'll show you how it works in a minute. So I wanted to show you that, because if it, this is basically just the prototype, but if I like it and it works well, he will start making them, and they will be available for any of you who wants to. make them. So let's go ahead and cut into this jar. The other thing I wanted to tell you while I'm opening the jar is if you leave comments on my video and I don't get back to you immediately, just be patient. I answer every single comment. I try very hard to make sure that I do, and that, you know, I will, if you ask a question, I will answer your question. If you put it in caps, then I'll know it's a question, but I do read every single comment. You know, I don't just go through and hit the like or the, you know, love your comment button. I do read them all. Let's get rid of some of this tape. Okay, looks like a lot of necklaces, so let me pull out some of these necklaces to start with. It looks like a pretty decent jar. These are metal beads. Let me see if it's marked. They are vintage. They're on the beading chain. Well, it does have a lobster clasp, so it's probably in the 90s maybe. This because this you don't really see too often in upper scale jewelry. You might see it, but because it's obviously a more expensive way to do it, but this beading chain is nice, and it is something they did on vintage jewelry. You'll see it a lot in strung vintage jewelry. Let me see if there's any marks on this, because this does feel like silver. I don't think it is, but nope, they're probably, I don't see a mark. I will test them because they really do feel like silver, but they are definitely metal beads. They're probably nickel. Yeah, they have some tarnish on them, but if I didn't know better, this kind of feels like Premier Designs, but it doesn't have any tag on it, but that's nice. Oh, let me show you how my thing works here. You can do it a couple of ways. You can either you can unclasp it and hook the clasp in there, or you can hook it on there like that. So you can do it two ways. You can do it that way, and you can shorten it to any length you want and hook it on the back there. And the other thing you can do is, and this is how I put bracelets on there, you can put the end through there like that, and you can hook them on there like that. So, well, I'm not going to hook it all the way in there. So far it's worked out pretty well since I've started using it for taking photographs. Okay, what else do we have here besides a tangled mess? This came from my favorite Goodwill too. This is a really pretty chain. Still has all of its luster. It does have a mark. I'll look at that in a second. It does have a vintage clasp. It's a chain, and it has like real seed beads, the little tiny seed beads like you see on the vintage purse wrapped around it. It is marked. It's Trifari. Cool. So it's a Trifari. And it does have a copyright, so it's after 1955, so that's nice. And on my board, here we go, on my board, and you can shorten it. So I do like this board for photographing, because I don't like the back, the black ones that you buy. It just doesn't. I always have trouble getting the right lighting and stuff. The black background just does not work that well. This has a couple of sets of pearls in it, and I hope at least one of them are real. This is kind of nice. It's enameling, and it has moonstone, or not moonstone, but cat's eye beads. And it looks like metal beads. Yeah, the square ones are metal. And those look like, are they acrylic or glass? These all look like glass beads. So it's made nice. And the enameling is really pretty. I like the blue and the silver. And let's see, it is not marked though. The chain is kind of lightweight though. So don't know why they, unless this was somebody made this, that could possibly be. I was going to say, I don't know why they used the nice components with the glass beads, but put it on sort of a lightweight, inexpensive chain, but it is pretty. I like it. And it would go good with my shirt I'm wearing now. Okay, let's look at these pearls. Here's a set of pearls. They've got some verdigris. They are hand knotted, and I don't see a clasp. Looks like they lost the clasp and somebody just kind of hooked them together. The clasp is missing. Oh, wait a minute. No, it isn't. Duh. It's one of those, fits inside the pearl. Let me see if I can get it open. It has a little lever that fits inside the hidden one that fits inside the other pearl. Let me see if it says anything. These feel like really well made pearls too. It says, it does have, that's weird. There's something on there, but I can't read it. You can only see it from certain angles. That's weird. It's almost like hologrammed on there. Okay, so I won't waste your time, but I'll look at that later. These are... They feel real. They're bumpy. They're irregular. Yeah, these may be actual real pearls. They've got that irregular look to them. I think these are at least cultured pearls. They're irregular. Yep, I think those might be cultured. I'll look at them better later. And then a stretchy, but this is a nice stretchy. It's got some nice beads on it. And let's see, they look like glass beads. Let me look here. I usually try to look at the hull. Yeah, these are glass beads. Yep, glass beads. And the little spacers. Looks like all the rhinestones are there. That's a fairly nice stretchy though. I like that one. And from what I've seen and from what I've heard, this is what the millennials are buying. They're buying beaded stuff. And one of my well, my daughter-in-law told me that. Plus, Thelma said she was watching what they were buying in the thrift the other day, and that's, you know, to her surprise, they were buying the beaded stuff. This is cute. I don't know what stone that is. Let's see. Doesn't really look like mother of pearl. Guess it could be. Yeah, it's mother of pearl. And they're really little glass, like moonstone looking beads. And it is not marked, but it's actually prong set in there on both sides. So that's nice little stretchy. And a tassel necklace with that same type of beads. This is kind of cool. Has that same type of beads that were on that last one I just showed you. Yeah, cool. Let me see if it's marked. There is something on the chain links. Okay, it's just a design. It almost looked like writing, but there is no maker's mark on there anywhere, but that's cute. I like that. Let's test out the board that my husband made. I don't have enough room here on my table. So there you go. There's several different ways you can use it, but so far I'm liking the board. That's kind of cool. I hear tassels are in, so there you go. Maybe I'll try listing that one. It's a pretty color of pink. It's not quite, well, I guess it is sort of a baby pink, but it's a rich baby pink. It's a little bit darker than what it looks on the screen. And let's see what we have here. Don't know what this is. Get out the glass because it has, yeah, these are not prong set. They're set in there. What is this? This is really cute, whatever it is. Okay, it has, I guess it's a charm or a purse charm. It has a spring clasp. It's got a little elephant, and the elephant looks carved. Yeah, the elephant. Yeah, there's no lines. It's some kind of glass or some kind of stone, but it looks to be carved out of some kind of stone. A lot of detail went into this. Then this tab has crystals there. And this little tab, the little charm, is pretty too. It has that gold plating kind of color. And then one little charm. I guess, I don't know, I guess you could clip this to a necklace or a purse or something, but that's kind of cute. Oh, and then that one, that bead that's set that way, and that bead feels like acrylic. Yeah, I think that's acrylic, but that's kind of cute. Yeah, I guess you could clip that to almost anything, a purse, a cell phone, a necklace, a bracelet. It's kind of long for a bracelet, but you could clip it on a bracelet. So that's kind of cool. And then this really thin chain, and this looks and feels like 14 karat. It's looks like a twisted, it's almost a Figaro. Yep, looks almost like a really fine Figaro pattern. Let's see, it's got a spring clasp. Let's see if it's marked. It is marked. It's probably gold filled, but it would be nice if it's 14 karat, because, or at least 10 karat. It says something. Let me see what it says here. It's so tiny it's hard to read, but it does say something on the spring clasp. Yep, it says 10 karat, and then it has some initials of some kind, but it doesn't say gold filled. So, and it does look like it's, oh, I guess that must be a has a little ring there, so it must be, you can use it as an extender. It looks to be, I don't know, maybe too much detail on one necklace, but I'd say maybe 20 inches. Well, maybe 18 inches, but there you go. 14 karat, yes. Okay, let me dump out a little bit more. Another stretchy, these are glass beads. I've gotten a couple of these with the infinity. I think I have gotten pretty much the exact same bracelet. It's got the mother of the dyed mother of pearl and some really nice glass beads. Little butterfly. I believe I have the exact same, or very close to this, but I have another one like this. These feel like, I think those are acrylic, maybe. Let's see. Okay, so those are glass. But yeah, the little infinity sign, and that actually has some crystals set in it. Yep, they're glued in. So yeah, nice stretchy. I have a couple of nice stretchies. Got to get nice stretchies. Oh, I love these. I totally love these. These are clip-ons. These should sell for sure. They're clip-ons. Flowers. They're not marked. I don't see any marks on them, but these are totally awesome. Cool. And they're in good shape. So, yeah, not marked, but clip-ons. Those are cute. I like those. Big is in. And I've got a couple of these. This one is nice. This one has some green in it, so I'll check with her and see if this is something that has a green in it she could use. Even though it's not solid green, it does have that nice Kelly green. This is the earrings that I wanted out of there. They're cute. I knew they would be. Didn't realize until I started looking for green jewelry for somebody how little green jewelry I get. I guess green jewelry just isn't popular. I don't know. But especially like this color, like a true like Kelly grass green kind of color is not popular. I just don't see a lot of it, but I love those, so I will send those with the other stuff. I do know the match to that is in the other jar. Here's another one of these types of charms, and this is well made, no metalware, and it has that spring clasp again. So yeah, I don't know, like I said, what the purpose of these, if it's to hang on a necklace, like interchangeable or what, but it's nice. I like the design, it's pretty. Okay, then, I don't know, this looks like it's missing something, which is a shame because it's actually, like something's missing from the front. I guess I could put something else on there. Yeah, it has the hole, the little holes there where something pops down into it, and whatever it is, I hope is in here. But it's made nice other than that. It's got the really nice cording, and it's got some beautiful beads on it. Yeah, those are really nice beads. They're, yeah, these are crystal. I can tell by the way they're picking up the light. So, yeah, that's nice. Just hope I can find, like I said, whatever goes on there. It does not have any kind of maker's mark on it. Oh, these are pretty. Acrylic, and they're orange. I mean, they're like a real orange. It doesn't, can't really see that, but they're sort of a light shade, not a pumpkin orange, but lighter than that, but they are actually orange, and I don't get a whole lot of orange jewelry. Where's my magnet? I need to use my magnet. Okay, not sticking. Doesn't stick to, does stick to the hoop or the metal in this earring. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any marks on it anywhere. I believe it to be, it's made out of nice metal though, so I hope the other one is in there. Not too bad on this jar so far. I'm happy with it. Oh, check out this pendant. That's either a pendant or part of an earring. It's kind of heavy for a earring, so probably part of a pendant. That's nice, and it is yeah, they're glass. The stones in it are glass, and it looks to be plated something. Yeah, I can see some tarnish on it, but that's pretty. Pretty pendant. I'm assuming it's a pendant. Let's see. I'm going to cut this off in a few minutes and go to part 2 because I don't want to get too long with the videos. I know you probably don't watch them all the way through when I get too long, and this one does have a hang tag, and they take forever to download if they get too long. This is kind of cool. I like this. Put this on my board so you can see it. things photograph well on this board too, and I had them do something out of wood in particular because I did notice that when you photograph on wood it looks really nice. But this is kind of cool. It's kind of like the satin cording, and this is metal, and I think it does have a tag. Let's see what the tag says. It is marked Chico's. Okay, yeah, Chico's. That definitely does look like Chico's quality. So this I will list. Chico's does pretty well. Millennials like the Chico's. I know a lot of the younger patients that come into my office wear Chico's. So yeah, that's kind of nice though. And I do like the cording on this. I'm not always a big fan of that, but this is not bad, and I like the way it hangs. So it's made out of a nice heavy metal, whatever that is. Yeah, it's not magnetic. Another big, there's quite a few statement necklaces in here. Another big statement necklace. Oh, this one's cool. I saw that disc in there and I had no idea what it was, but that's nice too. This one is well made, but it's not marked. Yeah, I don't see a marking on it anywhere, but it's a good heavy, and it's got a crystal in the middle. I like the way that the details on it are nice, very detailed, but nice. And this is leather. So why do people make like nice jewelry? Like this looks like a piece that Chico's would make. It's not Chico's unless it lost its tag. But you know, why do you make nice stuff like that, like nice quality, and then not mark it? Not vintage, but beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay, what do we got next? Okay, so this might explain what those other things are. Sorry, I gotta unclasp to get everything untangled there. This does have a tag on it, and I think this is what those other charms with the spring rings are for, because this one has one on it. So this might be a set that goes together, but it's got some of the same elements. These are pretty. So I guess it's interchangeable for the necklace, and it's a multi-link on the chain going down that part. It does stick to the metal, so it is definitely not brass or copper. And then it has some great detail in that little bead right there that everything attaches to. Let's see what it is. Oh, maybe it doesn't have a tag. I could have sworn that tag might have been on something else. Oh, yep, it does have a tag. There's the tag. Okay, let's see what the tag says. Ink, INC. Anybody familiar with ink? I don't know if you can see that or not, but yep, if anybody's familiar with that company, leave me a comment, INC. But that's nice. That's a nice set. Oh, cool. Look at the little heart on there. Little tiny pave set black crystals, then the leather tassel. Let's see if it's really leather or if it's faux leather. not real leather, but still very nice, nicely made. And then the black stone like the blue one, and then a little what do you call that? Witches use it. What is it called? The name is right on the tip of my tongue. I'll think of it. Okay, then some really nice, and these feel like glass. They're heavy. It's heavy. Has those really cool beads, and there's a name for those, and I can't think of what it is, but these are glass crystals, and it does have a clasp. It's not marked though, but it is very well made, so it's kind of, let's see, is it chain or beading wire? What is it made out of? It's on there really tight, so it's hard to tell. It's on a cording, sort of. Like a thick black cloth cording. They're not cloth, but hemp type cording. But those are nice beads. These will look really nice with some pearls. Okay, and a ring. Well made. Let's see if it says anything. It does say something. Let's see what it says. 18 karat gold electroplate. Kind of dirty though. The cubic, I'm assuming that's a marquee cubic that needs to be cleaned up, but it's a pretty good imitation of a real diamond ring. I have one very similar to this, but nice ring though. Nicely made. Let's see what size it is. It is a it's a 6 3/4, it looks like. Nicely made though. It's wearable. It doesn't have any yeah, I don't really see any metal wear on it, but it does say 18 karat electroplate. So nice ring. I don't get too many rings. Here's a pair of hoops, and I like the hoops because they're the vintage style. I can't stand those, the way they make them, the hoops now. This was so much easier. Just to put the post into the little prongs there is so much easier. These look to be plated. They've got that gold color, but I don't see any marks on them. These will be good for giveaways, for my free giveaways. When I sell something, I try to put something nice quality in with it. Yeah, I don't see any markings anywhere, but they are very well made hoops. Okay, what is this? Oh, you know what? I think I just found what fell out of that necklace. There's the prongs, the pins, and it has a really nice big well-faceted stone. It's not a star cut. I can't remember what that's called when they put the point up in a stone like that, when they set it with the point up. Let's see if that will fit back on there and how it looks when it does. Oh yeah, it just pops right back in. So pretty. Glad that was in there. Nice. So it's two-toned gold and silver, and it's the brush, sort of the pounded look. So glad that was there. Okay, another necklace. This has got good weight to it too. And these feel like acrylic. It's a big round disc. No metal wear. And these feel Yeah, those feel like acrylic. It is more modern. Does have a, and I would think this might be Chico's again. Let me see. Yep, Chico's. There's a lot of Chico's. I get a lot of Chico's in my jars, and I see a lot of Chico's in the store here. Chico's is very popular here, and Chico's is pricey. When you buy it new, it's pricey. So, yeah, I'm real happy with this jar so far. Oh, check out this earring. I hope the other one is in one of these jars. Is that not awesome or what? Faux pearls, but they're very, very nicely done. They're plastic, they're not glass, but no stones are missing, so those are nice. I like those. At least I'm getting some nice things to include in my jar. I do see a tag on this too. I mean, in my giveaway. Oh, this is nice. I like this. It is, yep, another Chico's. Somebody got rid of their Chico's collection. I have to put this one on the board for you because it is so long. This one, oops, I got it all tangled. Isn't that pretty though? No metal wear at all, and it looks like it's rhodium or chromium plated. Let's see if it's magnetic. Yeah, it is magnetic. But I think it's not the disc itself, it's the chain that's magnetic. Yeah, the chain is magnetic, but the disc aren't. Nice. So that's what, 3-4 Chico's now? Like that. Here's another one of the charms for that necklace. So that's 4 charms so far for that necklace. I guess if you really wanted to, you could put them all on there. Nice. And I got something here I'm saving till last because it's special. It's what made me buy it. And this is a wire wrapped earring, and it's kind of cool the way they wrapped it. It's got a really big hook. I like the big hook. And they are plastic beads, but it's kind of cool. Looks like somebody found a way to use that part. See how they wrap that? Kind of cool. I think I could actually list those because they're unique. And these are hand knotted pink pearls, and they're really beautiful color. And I have some earrings that will match this, but these are these feel like plastic or acrylic. They're a little heavier than plastic, but not quite heavy enough to be glass. But they're very nicely made, and they look brand new. So, but no clasp. And they look to be probably opera length. They're pretty long. Okay, let me dump out the rest. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to stop there and start part 2 because I'm at 42 minutes. So thank you, everybody. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. And welcome to all of my new viewers. And thank you for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do that. Please give me a thumbs up and please share. And leave a comment. Thank you.